Tell us why you originally applied to be part of Survivor Bloomsburg Season 3 this year.
I originally applied just to kind of make new friends, senior year, see what I can do, and it was super fun.
In episode 1, the first activity was the island hopping, where you had 30 seconds to get trios standing into various hula hoops. How did you feel about your original trio that you formed with Carlos and Hayden? Did you three form any alliance at that point?
Well, so at first I actually got into a hoop with, I think it was Holly, and then two other girls, I forget, and none of them would leave, so then I left, and then I joined Carlos and Hayden, and we didn't really form any alliance, but since we were in Ukari together, we kind of just stuck together, but not alliance, no.
In episode 1, since your trio did not win any of the initial challenges, they ended up joining some other trios to form the OG Ukari, and then headed right to Tribal Council. What were your thoughts about the OG team of players?
Well, I love, I think it was Cora, Jay, Logan, Kelvin, and me were very close, and I really, really liked them. I gravitated towards them. I did like my initial group, they were good.
You all voted out Hayden Turner that Tribal Council, but he won his way back into the game for episode 2 and several others after that. What are your thoughts about his ability to keep returning to the game?
It's very, very impressive. I really can't believe how many he's won. I think it's interesting. I don't know if they're gonna vote him out again because he just keeps coming back, so I don't really know what's happening next with that. So
in episode 2, Ukari did pretty well in the first challenge, but for the ping pong cryptogram, it went south really quickly. Tell us about why you all decided to take the 5-minute time penalty and how it felt to go back to Tribal Council.
Well, I think that we wouldn't even have gotten the ping pong across the quad or whatever we had to do. So the time penalty was needed. We took 20 minutes, I think, to actually do it. And then going to Tribal is never fun, so that wasn't very fun.
In episode 3, Ukari's numbers dwindled very quickly with 3 trips to Tribal Council. In the first vote, you all voted off the player who actually did turn their videos in on time. How did you all come to that conclusion?
She told us to. She kind of was just done with Survivor. I know she was a commuter, so it was just a lot for her. She was vote me out, so we did.
In the second vote, what were your thoughts about Bella not using her immunity idols she had found in the Ukari monkey to save herself or someone else that night?
I didn't even know she had one until I watched her exit interview, so I didn't even know about that. But I mean, I don't really think she wanted to be in the game anymore, so it made sense.
In the third vote, how did the group decide who to send to Husky Island?
I just think that I was closer with the other people than I was Abby, so I think that kind of had an effect on how I voted.
Of the challenges at the rec center, racquetball, yoga dodgeball, and bass kickball, what was one of your favorites and why?
Oh, bass kickball for sure. It was so fun. I got all 3 outs I think it was the second round when we were down, we were down. And I caught one ball off of the wall, and I think I screamed at Josiah. Not actually screamed at him, but I was I caught it, and he was okay. And then I made a basket or something. But I got all 3 outs, and that was super fun. And then we ended up winning. I think we got first place that one. So that was super fun. I liked that one a lot.
By the time you got to episode 4, back in the ballroom, did you have any alliances that you had created since episode 1 had filmed? And if so, with whom?
I definitely had an alliance with the original Ukari members because we kind of knew going into episode 4 that there would be a tribe swap. So we definitely kind of locked it down and we're just yeah, I'll look out for you. But other than that, not really, no. I was close with Holly.
Was that an alliance or just?
It was I think it was an unspoken alliance. Yeah, it was I was friends with her. I liked her. I would have stuck with her.
Yeah. In episode 4, the first thing the castaways encountered was the first team swap of the season. You got sent right back to Ukari with Jay, Cora, Brandon, Mars, Carlos, and Dylan. How did you feel about this new mix of members for the new Ukari at that point?
Honestly, I felt good about it because I think that if I were to go to another team, I probably would have gotten picked off. like I felt like kind of like more like safe that I like stayed and like I had that like I was already there, so like I knew kind of like it's like my card, like it's mine. But I did like our new group. I really like Mars. I met him first night and then we never really like chatted again, so I was glad that they were on my team. And then Jay and Cora I just like so. But I do miss Logan and Kelvin. I'm sad they left. I liked them.
Fourth team was created that night called La Sula, and they became the blue team. How do you feel the fourth team is going to impact the game moving forward?
I mean, it's just another team to compete against, which is not easy. But I also think that like less people in like each tribe is like harder for the competitions when there's like multiple people having to compete during one. So that definitely changed it up a little bit.
In episode 4, tell us about your experience with the safety blocks challenge and what worked/didn't work for your team.
I think one thing that we struggled with was Dylan wasn't there when he was on our team, so we didn't have someone like resetting our blocks. So that was one thing that I think was like a disadvantage for our team. But I also think that like having like certain people put like letters on first definitely helped. I had to put it on last, and then we ended up switching it to Mars because they were doing better at like putting like the blocks on. But I definitely think if we had like someone like picking up our blocks after they fell, it would have been like faster, I think, to like get.
In episode 4, Ukari lost their second immunity challenge in a row, and you all voted out Carlos again. Tell us about that decision. I
just think that our tribe, like out of everyone that was in our tribe, like they were doing kind of like the least to like help contribute. Not saying they didn't do anything, but like the second challenge, they kind of just like were like the ping pong ball holder, like everyone else was like doing more. So I think that kind of had something to do with it.
In episode 4, Ukari finally pulled out a first place victory in the Black Hole Challenge. What was the strategic moves that led to this comeback win?
We kind of wanted to like work around the other teams to make sure that it didn't matter like where our like last one was, as long as like the other teams around us had higher numbers. So we kind of went for like middle numbers first, which I think definitely helped us, because then everyone else did their high numbers, so then we kind of just like got to place ours around them, and it worked. So.
In episode 5, at the pool, Ukari lost to Gibbon in the first round of tic-tac shot, but quickly redeemed themselves in the losers bracket against La Sula. Tell us about that experience.
So I sat out this one, and it was Cora, Brandon, Cade, and Mars who did it. And I remember Cade got to like the square first, and then didn't realize that they already had 2, so he didn't do the third one. So that's why we lost that one. But then I think Usula like made a mistake and like put it in the wrong spot, but already like put the ball down. So then like we ended up winning, which was awesome because I didn't really want to go to tribal and stuff.
In episode 5, it was very clear that the 3 other teams had formed a plan to take down Ukari in the Flamingo Beach Ball Battleship Challenge. Tell us how you felt about that challenge, and who do you feel was behind that strategy of gameplay?
The challenge was hard. I was like drowning in the pool. That one was not very fun. I heard them all like talking about how they wanted to go after us in front of me, and like Evan went up to Gibbon and was like, we're gonna go after them, and then like looked at me and was like, we're gonna go after them, and I was like, I'm on Ukari, like I don't know why you're telling me. And then they kind of just all did, and I was like, oh, it's kind of, there's bigger threats, but it's okay.
In episode 5 at Tribal Council, did you have any suspicion that some of your team members were planning to flip and blindside you in that vote? How did that make you feel once you saw your name appearing more than once on the votes?
Well, so Jay had come up to me and been like, Cade's throwing your name around. So I was like, okay, I'll go talk to Cade. So then I like walked up to him and asked him, I was like why? Like, I just like, let me know why. And then, cause I had immunity, like I could have used it, expired last night. And I was like, okay, like maybe I'll use it, whatever. And then he was like, no, like I only said your name because Mars was there and they wanted to vote Mars. So like I kind of felt like everything like worked out and was fine, but it ended up not being fine. I really like had no idea. Blindsided, but good move, guys, good move.
How come you didn't go looking for that mini Fugler advantage / idol in those 10 minutes before your tribal council? And why did you show that clue to other people? Do you think it backfired on you?
I don't think it backfired on me because I tried to look for it like by myself first, and then I couldn't find it. So I was like, need help. And then Connor was already out there looking for his, and I was like, I'll help you if you help me. And like me and Connor had already kind of like we didn't have like an alliance or anything, but we were always like nice and cordial to each other. So like I kind of like had an understanding. And Gibbon was always very like nice to us after the tribe swap. That to those 10 minutes, like I had no idea who we were gonna vote for, so I kind of just like used it to talk to everyone.
You had found a safety no vote advantage back in episode 2, which had to be used by episode 5 or else it expired. How did you find that advantage back then?
It was on one of the ping pong paddles. And I forget who had it, but like I kind of like took it out of their hand by accident, and I was like, oh, like what's that? And I took it, and then I got like a clue from GK, and then me and Tommy ran all across campus because I had no idea where it was, but I ended up finding it.
How come you didn't play it in episode 5?
Like I said before, I had no idea. I actually like was going to play it, but then I was like, no, like I trust my team. But
yeah,
I was trying to be trustworthy, and it backfired.
That's fair. At Husky Island, you faced off against Silas and Chase in the Pop Darts Challenge. Before the challenge began, how did you feel about your chances of winning?
Honestly, kind of a little good. I've like done that before, so I was like, okay, like maybe I can do good. And then I think I like didn't do as well because I think I went first, and I think if I went maybe second or like third, I would have probably had a better chance because like on my second round, I kind of like saw what everyone else was doing, got the hang of it, but I went first because they were like ladies first, and I was like, oh, okay, like I kind of should just go. And then
manners.
Yeah, good manners. And then I think that kind of like screwed me over because they got to see like how I did. So I think if I went later, like third or second, I would have done better.
When you saw that Silas had scored a 10-point throw in one shot, how did you feel?
Oh, I was like, game over. It was like, I was like, oh yeah, no, like, good for him. Yeah, because I couldn't go again. Because I went, and then he went, and then Chase went. So he got 10 points, I was like, oh yeah, like, that's game. And then I think Chase only had like 9 points or something, so, yeah.
Did win your way back into the game. What team would you have joined, and why?
Danielle and Connor are on a team again, together, right? Yeah, probably them, because I trust them, and I like them. Or whatever team Holly was on, because I trust her and I like her, and I think Cade's on that team, so I probably would have joined their team and voted him out just to be spiteful.
Right after your departure, the remaining castaways faced another team swap. Cora and Olivia pulled orange fabrics and earned themselves a free ticket to episode 6, while the other castaways competed in a splish splash mini games. Thoughts about that twist?
Honestly, didn't see another tribe swap coming because everyone was talking about how tribes are done next week. So that was interesting.
What did you learn about yourself by participating in Survivor Bloomsburg Season 3?
I think I learned that, well, I already knew that I could like talk to people, but I think I was like, I learned that like I'm not good at keeping secrets. Like I literally kind of just like told everyone everything. And I think that I needed to kind of like not trust as many people. Like I think I trusted too many people.
Of all the remaining players in the game, who do you think will make it to the Final Four?
I mean, you never know. You never know. But at this rate, I'm going Connor. I think has a good chance of making it. I think Hope's doing really good. Evan, if they don't vote him out, which I think they should soon. And then probably like Logan. I think those.
What do you feel makes the Survivor Bloomsburg experience so unique and fun to do or even watch as a spectator?
Honestly, the activities you guys like come up with, they're really creative. I think it's fun how like different each week is. Like you never really get like a repetitive game. And it's just fun to watch like people competing against each other if you want to go watch. So go watch.
Is there anyone you would like to thank for supporting you?
Shout out to my roommates. Love you guys.
So with you graduating soon, is there Anything you would tell any students that should apply to Survivor Season 4?
Yeah, do it before your senior year. It was super fun, and like honestly, if I could, like I'd probably apply again. So apply soon so that you can be on the next season.
Any final thoughts?
Final thoughts. It was a fun experience. I'm so glad that I met all these fun people, and yeah, it was just really fun. I enjoyed it. Join Survivor Bloomsburg Season 4. Do it.